Welcome once again back to the shores of Lake Cascades. I'm Chris Oakes along with Chris Miller, Doug Jenkins for week number 3 coming up of our Pick 6 competition. Last week, kind of an interesting week.
That's one way to describe it.
Miller and I did all right with some good games.
Right.
Miller scored 20 points with his picks last week. I was very close second with 24 points. Finley game went to overtime again. LB once again, 1 point game there. Eagles coming out on the short end, but we don't worry about the winners and losers. We just worry about the closeness of the game. Now, Doug, on the other hand, struggled a little bit.
It was not a great showing.
No. What happened to the Titans?
They got whooped. Basically, is how it happened. It happens to teams. It happened in the wrong week. For Ottawa Glandorf, but St. Mary's took it to them, and then my other pick last week in the Western Buckeye League, Kenton and Salina, that was not close either.
Didn't do much better. So
I'm kind of hurting right now.
Doug scored 79 points pending any challenge flags that he may want to.
I'm thinking about it. Might have to pull that out.
Yeah.
Might find out Friday morning.
That's one twist on the game this year is that if we make a bad pick, we have 2 challenge flags we can throw through the course of the season and wipe one of those bad picks off the books. So might have to give that some serious consideration with that. So Doug now has 122 points on the year. Remember, lowest score wins. Doug has 122. I have 62. Miller is at 53 points. So what do you like this week, since you seem to be the man?
There's 3 BVC games that are pretty good. I think the Leipzig Liberty Benton, obviously. Leipzig's really good, but Liberty Benton's proved they're no slouch. They're growing up quickly, those young guys.
Absolutely.
I think the Arlington Hopewell Loudon game could be a very good game. Those are 2 teams hoping to have something to say about the league title, so that's a big early game. And I'm kind of curious about Corey Rawson and Riverdale, because it was a really close game last year, so it could be again this year.
Yeah, I was looking at that one as well, and that one sounds very intriguing. Corey has had a pretty decent showing in their early games.
Too bad against what was it, USV last week?
Yeah, that was one that I looked at last week and didn't pick. Wish I had now. What do you like, Doug?
Well, I hate to disappoint anybody in Liberty Benton and Leipzig, but I think that's probably the game I focus in on as a close game this week, and obviously with
that's going to be a blowout.
Probably at this point, but with Liberty Benton with such a young team, having been in 2 one-point games against very good competition, I think that bodes well for their future. I think they're right in that game with Leipzig.
Yeah, and with BVC play getting underway, this is a chance to kind of hit the reset button for those Eagles with those 2 tough losses. Gotta like the Cary-Crestview game. 2 teams that are closely matched. And what about Ayersville and Bluffton?
Not sure about Ayersville this year.
Be interesting.
Van Buren beat Bluffton pretty good.
Yeah, I think they're both 1-1 this year, so that one might be one that we look at.
And I'm not entirely sure that Crestview team is sort of the Crestview team of old either. That could be one that maybe gets a little, I don't know, you want to say lopsided, but maybe not as close as
another one of those sort of peripheral games that I'm looking at. Galleon at Upper Sandusky may be a good one.
That is on the peripheral.
Yeah, but it's out there, and we'll see if any of those make it into our picks. Friday morning, 7:10, be listening, 1330 WFIN, and now at 95.5 FM.